Hello everyone and welcome back to Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts, playing as the Spanish Empire. It's good to have you guys here, and I hope you're all doing well. I just want to say my heart goes out to any community members that are currently down in the southeast right now who are currently dealing with the aftermath of Hurricane Helene, and my thoughts go out to those who are about to get hit by Hurricane Milton in Florida. So, hope for the best for you guys. Keep your head on a swivel. Stay out of trouble. Special recognition out to Retnav. He's down in the North Carolina area. Dude has been instrumental in feeding information to me about what's going on and actually keeping me be able to actually be informed down there. I've got several other guys around the South Carolina area, a couple in Tennessee, a couple in Georgia, so on and so forth. So I've got a decent view of that entire region, but North Carolina, unfortunately, I've only got two people there, Retnav and another guy, so trying to stay informed down there is kind of annoying, or in that state specifically is kind of annoying. So, anyways, we are continuing with our conquest of Sicily. We've taken Sardinia, we've taken Western Sicily, we're about to hit Eastern Sicily, and then we're going to make a move as quickly as we can to Southern Italy, try to take the Napolitan part of Italy, and then eventually this central Italy will fall to the Austrians. And then at that point in time, ironically enough, kind of actually takes us back to Holy Roman Empire borders of Italy, funny enough. So historically speaking, you had the Principality of Savoy, which was effectively an a French-Italian puppet for a decent amount of its history. And it wasn't really that it was a puppet, it was that it was more of a, it's gonna be easier to work with these guys instead of against these guys, and so they kind of just played second fiddle to the French. And then, of course, this region here of Italy, northwest or northeast Italy, this was under the control of the Holy Roman Empire back in the day, and then going down into this region here, into Tuscany and so on and so forth. So really fun times here. The only thing we're missing is the Papal State. So, we are going to go ahead and we'll do this. Sunken enemy torpedo boat. I like that. Let's do a little check real quick before we get to 1910. Let's do a little check. So, looks like China's having a bit of problems. They are pushing into Guangzhou. Are they pushing in Annam? Yes, they are. So the Chinese are doing decent against the French right now. Unfortunately, they are going through some rebellions here in Tibet and Xinjiang, but to be expected. So we'll see if they're able to retain those. Kazakhstan has still remained free, funny enough. This is kind of funny. Soviets definitely not showing their best foot forward in this situation. The French, bloodied, but still around. They still have plenty of colonial territories and whatnot, but they're definitely on the back foot. The Americans are looking decent, not good yet though, because they still haven't secured. It looks like they're competing with the Brits for Central America. They haven't secured Ecuador. They haven't secured Chile. They haven't secured anything else. They've only secured Peru. So the Americans not doing bad, but not doing nearly as good as I would think they should be doing. Brits, kind of standard fare, really. The Japanese, they haven't pushed outside of their home islands yet. So, and then the Germans in an advantageous position if they can push into the rest of France, but I do want to try to take advantage of that. I want to put myself in the best possible position to confront the Germans and the Austrians eventually, because I think those are going to be the two guys that I have to confront, especially for control of Morocco, and then the control of all this stuff down here as well, to try to expand my colonial empire. So, definitely something I'm going to have to consider in the long term. But right now, let's kill the Italians, because, well, ain't no rest for the wicked. Let's go ahead and get another year of construction. Oh my god, that... Why is that dockyard development so expensive? Oh my god, we're gonna go, I think... Oh, they upgraded that, or they updated this. Nice. The newest update just dropped. And they actually display your shipbuilding capacity here. I think I'm going to try to get to 150,000, and then I'm just going to stop with the development of the shipyards, because it's just so fucking expensive. And the changes that they have made solidify that expense, because they did update it. So now the expense is great to actually upgrade your stuff. Oh, and we got the army in on this shit. 15% logistics, and the army's actually doing something. Holy crap, it's a miracle. Actually, that's 1% logistics. Oh man, poor Italy. Italy is just, they are falling apart right now, which is fine by me. So let's go ahead and keep on keeping on. So we're going into Messina, you say? What is this? Single torpedo boat? Send you over here. 56% chance. All right, so we are going to, well, actually first, fleet. Ah, nice. Okay, so our second battleship is actually up and running. So let's go ahead and send him over here. This will greatly assist our ability to invade. Do they have ships in Messina or Catania? They got a torpedo boat there. And they got a heavy cruiser in Messina. So this heavy cruiser is being a problem. So we'll see if we're able to take it out. But we are progressing against the Italians here. So no matter what, we will take Western Sicily. It's just or Eastern Sicily. It's just a matter of time. And this will actually give us a substantial naval basing. Sicily is great in this regard, so it's really good if you're able to take the British holdings. So Gibraltar, Malta, and Cyprus, all of these are great for putting some light cruisers and destroyers out to protect convoys. All three of these locations. The other one that's really good is Sicily, because you have Western Mediterranean covered, and then you also have Central Mediterranean covered. Now, in the case of Eastern Mediterranean, you're kind of screwed until you take a province over here, but it's the next best thing to taking the British holdings of Gibraltar, Malta, and Cyprus. So we are looking schnazzy. Did our second battleship arrive? Yes, he did. So we have one battleship per fleet, or per task force. So that's fine. But we are sitting at a very healthy 258,000 tons. So only a 63% chance to succeed, but we are progressing with this land invasion. So this land push will guarantee us the win anyways. So perfectly fine by me. And our goals are to just progress like this. Like, at this point in time, we're just pushing forward. There's nothing else for us to do other than to just keep pushing forward and taking the territories and then proceeding to establish control over everything that we want. So we're looking good. We're looking very good. Now, we also need to take note of our goals. So I have decided I am going to go ahead and I'm going to build 2 more of the Type 1 battleship. The reason being is because I want to have the ability to replace out my heavy cruisers. So these heavy cruisers are great. They've performed admirably. But these bad boys are going to go to our overseas holdings to give us a little more bang for buck in those reasons. Or regions, I should say. Yeah. I apologize. I had a text come in and I didn't recognize the number, so I was checking it. It's a frickin' political text. I do not care. Go away. New job and everything, so I've had new numbers calling me constantly, so I need to make sure I'm actually looking at my phone most of the time. Which, by the way, first week of the job went very well. A little boring in the afternoons. Unfortunately, there's not a lot that goes on past 2 o'clock, which really sucks. But other than that, it's a good little thing. I'm liking it, and I'm gonna be bringing home a lot more money, like a lot more money. Actually, I haven't thought about it yet. So hold on, let me. So just to compensate for FICA taxes, oh, what did I do? Times this, times 2, times this. Yeah, I'm bringing home about 20% more than I was at my last job. So, it's a good time. No, France, go away. You're the next on the dinner plate, so I do not care. Denmark wants a battleship. I will build them a battleship. That is money well spent. Except I'm now reeling cash-wise. Oops. All right. We're going to turn this down to 50%. We're going to turn this down to 50%. Now we're not reeling cash-wise. That would have sucked. That would have sucked. Yeah, I need to... Oh, I can't... Oh, because this is Adriatic. Oh, no. Alright. Well, hopefully we get some more events that cause our unrest to go up. Damn it. I need to reform my government, damn it. But yes, so building out those 2 extra battleships, they will form the new core of the fleet that the armored cruisers were forming, and then our armored cruisers, they will be dispatched to our colonial holdings, which then will, an extra 40,000 plus tons in our colonial holdings will be a great bonus. And I think economically we can sustain it right now. I think even in peacetime, we should be able to sustain it. Now, dockyard construction, peacetime, probably not. But wartime? Oh yeah, we use every bit of the money we're getting. It's actually kind of bad to be making money during war, because you get so much of it, you should be using it. All right, so Austria secured Montenegro. So Austria is in a great position. Like, they are in a fantastic position. Now, are they in the kind of position I would have them in? No, no. I've shown what my Austria game that I'm currently playing on the side for funsies. I've shown what that looks like on the Discord. Which, by the way, guys, go join the Discord. But I've shown what that looks like, and well, yeah. Germany side-eyeing me like, hey, buddy, what you doing over there? Okay. So let's try to get this set up so no matter what, they're in the position that they need to be. So move like that. Like, hey, buddy. What you got going on over there? So Sicily is also a great little boon to our economy as well because it's adding so much GDP. Like we're gaining a lot from this war. Now we'll gain even more when we go colonial, like hyper colonial. Which actually, how many ships do they have? 100 ships, 7 battleships, 9 heavy cruisers, 25 light cruisers. All right, so we have a comparable fleet to them. Like after we build the next 2 battleships, we'll have a comparable fleet. They'll still beat us in. Well, actually, no, their battleships are lighter, a lot lighter. They must not have dreadnoughts. Oh, they're building 43. I just saw that. They're building 43 right now. Oh, yeah, their battleships are light. They're the 15,000 tonners. Yeah, they're the 15,000 tonners. Or maybe they're the 17,000 ton ones. They do have the semi-dreadnought, which I believe is 17. So it might be the 17,000 tonner. But still pales in comparison to my battleships. My battleships, because of how new and modern they are incredibly dangerous. Like, no fleet's going to want to engage these things. Like, we skipped the semi-dreadnought phase. We skipped the traditional dreadnought phase. We skipped all the intermittent stuff that everybody is. I don't want to fight them. Damn it. Stop. I don't want to fight you. I just want to take your territory. I want my unrest, please. Oh my god. Why? All right, so this is going to be a challenge to take, unfortunately, but we're going to go for it. Do they have... So they do have ships here. They do have a battleship. So hopefully we're able to... hopefully we're able to engage that. We're going to have to kill it. Like, it's just... We're going to have to. And we're blockading them right now. Oh my god. Oh, they just had the revolution. Oh my god, stop. Stop. Okay, here we go. Alright, so we have to engage. We can't not engage, unfortunately. Because we need to kill them in order to be able to free up the tonnage so we can invade. So we need to kill these guys, unfortunately. But it doesn't matter because we've already gotten rid of all of our unrest anyways. I guess I'm going to have to use Japan to do what I need to do. Oh, wow. The fidelity on the... Oh my god. Oh, the fidelity is so fucking good. So if you guys aren't aware, one of the things that they were wanting to do is update things enough to make it so that the game ran better in general. And I think they managed to do it. So you need to go over here. You need to go over here. And then these cruisers need to get out front. These cruisers can pace with the battleship. So the advantage of these scout cruisers is that... Alright, the torpedo boats can just kind of go off to the side. I'm not going to use them for this engagement. Oh, there they are. We are well within secondary battery range. But I guess that kind of works out for us. Somebody made a comment about the flash fire chance on these battleships, but I'm confident in their ability to survive. The amount of armor we've put on these things is absolutely ridiculous. Like, if we come here, it's an 18-inch main belt, it's a 9-inch fore and aft belt, it's a 5-inch deck, 4-inch fore aft deck, and a 4-inch superstructure with a 10-inch conning tower with a 1.2-inch inner deck. Like, these things are horrendously over armored, and I built them specifically in that fashion because I wanted survivability over everything. That's all I cared about. Are we within torpedo range? Yes, we are. Cool. That's exactly what I wanted. That battleship is getting slammed by these cruisers. Oh my god. 5.5-inch guns, baby. 5.5s. Can't go wrong with them. Alright, we're going to see if we can line up for a torpedo attack on the battleship with the scout cruisers. And we're going to bring the battleship in to engage most judiciously. Alright, there's both sets of torpedoes. Let's get the scout cruisers out of there. Oh, he's going to eat everything, basically. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, no. Lucky dog, lucky dog. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Alright, cruiser, get out of the way. The pride of the Spanish Armada. And we got a decent amount of ammunition for these main guns, so I'm actually kind of happy about that. Partial pin, 868 damage. Oh my god. Say what you like, but the Brits knew something with those 13.5-inch guns. Now, a bit of a return hit, but I think that was more down to luck than skill. Guys, what the hell was that? Why are you shooting over him so hard? Oops. The armor cruisers are completely out of the fight, basically. Scout cruisers, you're reloaded, so get ready to go back in. Scout cruisers are low on ammunition. Oh, it's 12.5. Damn. Damn, son. Big ol' hole in the side of it. that basically finishes off the Italian Navy. Very minor, non-effectual damage to the rest of the fleet. Oops. As my mouse dies. There we go. All right. So let us. Okay, 54%. That's better than I was expecting it to be. We did not get all the ships, so we still have some ships that we need to take care of. But that's fine. We can. We're most likely to be able to engage them over time, anyways. So we're looking good. We're looking good. Let's go ahead and. So we're about to get the 1,100-ton destroyer here soon, which is good. This will be our first run of light destroyers, because these are going to be 3.5-inch gun destroyers, so they're going to be on the lighter side of armament. Our regular destroyers are probably going to be of the 4.7 class, and then our heavier destroyers are going to be a 5.5 class. So, and there's also going to be a substantially. I'm going to auto-resolve. Wow, auto-resolve. What? Auto-resolve treating me well, apparently. Down to 47%. What the hell? Interesting. Damn, very interesting. Oh, there's a random Italian battleship that I don't know where it came from. All right, back up to 53. But yeah, there's apparently a random battleship floating around here somewhere. That's fine though. It's 53% chance. It's better than 50%. So there's a good chance that we might actually be able to get it. And going into 1909, we get our first class of destroyer available, which is very good. And I know I'm making people cringe every time they see me. So because I want to be able to put my tech budget back up, I want to do less. Okay, so design. All right, Destroyer 1. So the Destroyer 2 comes in at 1,500. Destroyer 1 maxes out 1,100, so we're going to go ahead 1,100. We're going to make a 32-knot destroyer. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to do her up all pretty lock. So again, these are going to be relatively lightly armed. They're going to be more centered around their torpedo armament than anything. And then all right. So again, relatively lightly armed. We're not going crazy with the guns on this one. And then armor-wise, we're going to go as minimalistically as possible. Now, the reason why we're going minimal armor is, simply put, these things are not meant to be crazy like insane ships. Like they are meant to come in, dump torpedoes at the enemy, and get the fuck out. Due to their overall size profile, though, I am going to stick with standard props for right now. We're coming in at 32 knots. Even if I was to go over to... Oh, that's a 10 knot increase. And it's still a 4.7. What's the range on these guns? 7.8. I want those to match up as much as possible, so we'll leave it standard for right now. Yeah. We'll leave it standard. So yeah, very basic. I know I could afford to put the extra gun up here. It's just a case of it's not meant to be a gunnery ship. It's meant to be a torpedo ship. It is meant to come in, dump torps, shooting at stuff as it comes in, and then shooting at stuff while it gets out, and then rinse and repeat the process. These are not meant to be crazy. They can also be used for, like, these are meant to be like generalistic destroyers that can also be used as convoy escorts. Once I can get better engines in them, that's really where they're going to start to shine. What's the overall crew? Yeah, and these only use 162 crew. If I was to throw another gun on here, it would only be an increase of 4. So I guess it's not too bad. The torpedo launchers cost a lot, apparently. But, yeah. I think these are fine. These are fine. Now, unfortunately, again, I can't really afford to put mines on them, unfortunately. Which really sucks. I'd love to put mines on them. But I would have to take off torpedoes, and I don't want to take off torpedoes because I want them to kill things. I want things to die. So, Type 1 light destroyer. Yep. Let's go. All right. All right, and then building these bad boys, let's go ahead and let's queue up some of them. Oh yeah, these guys need to be put into a port as well, so let's just put them in Valencia. And then destroyer-wise, we're going to go ahead and we're going to build... We'll start with 10, I think. So these bad boys, they will be... they'll be the light ships that accompany the fleet. So they're going to go into Barcelona and Valencia at first. And then as we build more of them, we'll start using them for convoy escort duties. So these ships will then start getting put out in the colonial waters. They'll start getting put out here in the Mediterranean and so on and so forth. This will give us a great capability to actually defend our transports, and the merchant marine will enjoy having actual escorts. Because right now we kind of can't give them escorts. We don't have a good ship for it, but now we do. No, fight to the end. You will die. You'll die gloriously in the Great Italian Partition. It's a great repartition of Italy. Everybody's getting a piece of this action. All right, so let's take a look at our overall situation real quick. So GDP-wise, 36 billion. We're looking good. Unfortunately, our growth is very dog shit because we're currently at war. So once we're not at war, that will go back up. Army forces is actually quite good while we're at war. We're almost to 1 million. So that's actually really good for us. We need to get our army logistics up, so we're going to have to build some more heavier ships. I'm thinking armored cruiser or heavy cruiser designs, but we need to get there first because I do not want to build what we're currently building. The Type 1 armored cruiser is good, but it is not what we want to go into the later stages of the game because we're starting to get into the mid-game. We're approaching 1910, so we need to really start focusing on that. Speaking of, let's take a look here. So we are... have we gotten any new designs for cruisers? So this is the Armor Cruiser 4. Not the greatest hull. And I don't feel like it would be a good one to bring into service. So no, we definitely need to start focusing on cruisers a little bit. So let's go ahead and start that. If we can at least get an experimental hull, I think that would be good for us. So we'll start focusing on that a little bit. And then Dreadnought-wise, again, our Dreadnoughts, we're not getting rid of them. They will be in service for as long as we can make them be in service. Now, eventually they will be upgraded to 14-inch guns, and if we can possibly do it, we will make them 15-inch guns. But these bad boys are staying in service forever. We will not get rid of them until we start building modern battleships, and then we'll sell or we'll scrap them. But those are not going in anywhere for the foreseeable future. All right, no whammy, no whammy, no whammy. Go. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. The world looks much different than it did 10 years ago. So, we have taken southern Spain, or southern Italy. The Italians have been boofed off the face of this earth. So let's go ahead and send the boys back home. So, send... Now our finances are going to go absolute pear-shaped as soon as our guys get, as soon as we end this turn. But as you can see, we're in a really good position overall. I think we're doing phenomenally. So let's go ahead and end the turn. Minus 153. Holy crap. Oh my lord. Oh wow. Okay. 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 Because everything's fucking repairing now too. Alright, suspend our 2 battleships they're currently building. That almost brings us under. Almost. Not quite. Oh my lord. Alright, everything needs to go on defend or limited. We need to get these guys back into port. This needs to come back down to 25% for right now. This needs to come down to 50%. Oh, brother. This needs to go up so we can recover this. But, I call that a win. Like, I call this a win. This is a good situation for us. Okay, so, everything is kind of all over the place. So let's do some checks. Let's do some research. Let's see what we've got going on. Let's make sure everything is on limited. Nothing else is repairing. Very nice. So we can go ahead and resume these. We're not losing too much money. We need to regain our transport capacity, which then will give us that ability. We're making almost 7% yearly, so not too bad. fleet building and shipyard development is where all of our money's going right now. So shipyard development, as soon as we are done developing our shipyards, we're actually pretty good. So good situation for us overall. So I like it. I like it a lot. So still working on torpedo size. Still working on cruisers. Let's go ahead and roll the rest of this year real quick, and then we'll go ahead and call the video. So our next goal's Japan. Now, the reason why we want to go for Japan is because, again, we're going for stuff that's going to be safe. We want to go for entities that are not going to present too much of a threat, but are also going to be safe for our development. So in the case of Japan, large amount of GDP all over the islands. It's all contained within a relatively small area, so we're only going to be fighting in this area rather than fighting all over the place. And it gives us a great amount of capability. So, really good situation for us overall. Now, with our torpedo boats, the corvettes and the frigates. So, the corvettes and frigates that we currently have. So, the Type 1 corvettes in Mallorca. 23 of these bastards. Oh my god. There's so many of them. We're going to go ahead and we're going to disseminate these bad boys, I think. Actually, yeah, these guys should stay in the Mediterranean. They should stay in the Mediterranean. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to send... Oh, whose ship is this? Oh, it's an Austrian ship. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to send 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, you know what? No, I'll do it from this screen because I'd rather have it be more organized. So Mallorca, change port. Catania. So we're going to send half of these bad boys over here to Catania. 4, 5, 6, 7. Again, I should be able to do shift click, but you know, for some fucking reason they decided not to put that in. 8. Not where I meant to send you, but whatever. 10. Okay, cool. So those guys are done being sent there. Then we're going to go ahead and we're going to send these bad boys over to Toronto. So these guys are all of the frigates that we have left. Or the type, these are the Type 2 corvettes, I think, actually. Hold on. Ship design, so... Oh, no, yeah, okay. Those guys, oh, yeah, those are the frigates. Okay, so we're going to send all the frigates to Toronto. That's a total of 7, 9, so 16 ships. So we'll have everything over here covered. And the corvettes and the frigates are going to be most beneficial in the Mediterranean. Outside of the Med, not so much. Inside the Med, fucking amazing. So that's where I think we're going to mainly focus these guys. And then in regards to everything else, we're gonna position the light destroyers in. So Santa Cruz, we'll put some light destroyers, and then down here in the West Indian Ocean at Mogadishu, we'll put some, or actually, we have these guys down here as well. Yeah, we'll just position some light destroyers down here, and then we'll put some light destroyers out here in the Philippines, here in the Caroline Islands, and over here in the Caribbean. So we'll do it like that, and then at that point in time, we're looking good. So then we need to recover. We're still recovering our our merchant marine. Now, I'm not going to queue up for the rest of this year. I'm not going to queue up any more dockyard development because it's just so bloody expensive. So expensive. It's like, okay, cool. This is slightly painful. I'm not crying. You're crying. But yeah, so we'll have 5 light destroyers. So then our fleets at that point in time, like our fleets are incredibly fucking capable still. Like this is a great situation for us overall. So I really, really like it. And we're just expanding our capabilities. Like we are literally putting ourselves in the best possible position. Let's see if we can get this up back to 50%. Cool. Awesome. So we can still do that. And then when we're done here, we'll be able to turn this back down. And we're still gaining a bit of money. So that's a shit I like, boys. That's a shit I like. All right, actually, let's work on increasing tensions with them. They're allied with Chile and Mexico, so that could actually present a problem. And until we can get the new heavy cruisers, we can't really do anything with our current cruisers. No. How many are actually commissioning? There's 4 that did not commission. That's fine. That's fine. We can work with it. If we can get the right-wing party in, we might actually be able to recover some of our GDP. All right, yeah, we're recovering crew fast enough that we can commission those pretty quickly. So we'll have all of our destroyers available, and that'll put us over. When we have both the other battleships, that'll put us over 300,000 tons for the invasion of Japan. So that will be good for us. Then our target after that, honestly speaking. I think our target like once we have everything in place, our target should be France. Deal the killing blow to France, take all of their African holdings, and be able to just reap all the benefits from controlling all this land. Because we could take it all really freaking quickly. Let's actually look. So they definitely did an adjustment to army logistics because, like, look at this. 55% army logistics, 210 ships. So if 474,000 tons can only get you 55%, They adjusted the numbers massively with this new patch. So, gone are the days of unfucking bridled ground invasions. Like, you actually have to fight for this shit now. Which, hey, I'm all about fighting. I like fighting. The Mick in me is very happy. And let's acknowledge it. Like, we're making a good amount of money. Like, we're actually making a healthy amount of money. Let's see if we can pop up crew training to 75%. Yeah, we can. We're still positive. Very nice. That's awesome, actually. It's still going to take us a while to get up to the point where we can commission these ships, but we're also selling ships, so that's good as well. So, yeah. I like the position we're in. We're in a good, solid foundations. And this is why I wanted to restart this series, because I was like, I feel like I could do this better. Like, I just feel like I could do it better. I've done amazingly with Spain before, so I was kind of upset when the first part of the series, it was like, this doesn't feel good. Doesn't feel good at all. I want to go home. Alright, and then we're about to sell all those, which will give us a good chunk of change as well. Back up to 20. We are making so much more money now. Oh my god. Alright, right-wing party has one. Very nice. I will sacrifice a naval percent. Albania? Oh, cool. Okay. How much do I need for this? I'm just going to send the battleships. I'm just going to send them. Alright, let's check our finances. That didn't change too much. What the fuck? Oh, okay. It might not have adjusted yet. Because that's a much better position to be in. We're positive in all regards. Hey guys, we don't have to freaking screw. We don't have to change our government completely in order to actually have something better. Ooh, okay. So we're getting some new hulls here soon for armor cruisers. So we might actually be able to get some good stuff going. But, ladies and gentlemen, it is January 1910. We are 20 years into the game, and I'm liking it. I'm liking where we're at. The partition of Italy has occurred. We have taken back historical Habsburg lands. So if you're not aware, these lands were held by the Spanish Habsburgs back in the day. The only thing we're lacking is Belgium, and we have them as an ally, so by extension it counts. So we're looking pretty good. Now we just need to reconquer New Spain, which, well, that's going to take a while. But hey, maybe when we go for Japan, we can get some conquer missions on Mexico, maybe? And start taking back part of the mainland? Oh my god, what the fuck? Mexico, you're fat. Oh, they actually have a navy. Oh shit, Mexico actually has a navy. Good on you, Mexico. I'm impressed. But anyways, guys, I'm going to go ahead and call this one here. I hope you guys have enjoyed so far. We're making good progress. I'll talk to you guys later. I love you. Bye.